Game 2 of the homestand tomorrow. What's the main message that the team is trying to impart on itself here going into that one?
Yeah, I think just getting back on track. Last time we played them, didn't like our game, so Saturday night at home, we're excited and hopefully can play well for 60 minutes.
Disappointing outcome last night, and I know there's still lots of real estate left in the season here, but are you keeping, I know you've got standings and scoreboard watching, is that still a point of emphasis, or are you trying to avoid that?
For sure. I mean, one day you're in the bottom of the conference, you win a game, you're second in the division, so no, it's really tight. I don't think I've ever seen it this tight, but just means every game means that much more, and those are the games you want to be in.
What can you maybe explain? Obviously, Chuck is such a great player, but your record with him in the lineup versus against, obviously, is probably not going to maintain itself. But how do you explain that?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, you look what he did last year. I think from the Four Nations on, he was scoring all kinds of goals and winning us games. So he's done that for years. So I don't know if there's any real explanation to that. He's more helping us than hurting us for sure.
How would you explain how things worked with your power play yesterday? 2 goals on three opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, haven't really looked back at the game yet, but I don't know. I think obviously Dylan makes a nice shot there. Then the other one, we get a lucky bounce and it goes in, but just getting pucks to the net, I think. Making clean entries in the zone, setting it up, and then getting shot volume from that, I think, is what we're trying to do, and hopefully we can build on last night.
Did you feel like you guys did that particularly better than maybe in the past where this power play has been struggling a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like power plays kind of come and go, and it's so big now in the game, especially in the postseason special teams. So it can win you a game and lose you a game. So hopefully continues to get better. And if we did what we did last night on most nights, I think we're probably going to win the game.
How do you feel about your own game right now? Like you're a point per game player to begin the season. Like what's kind of working for you right now?
I think just hard to say. I mean, I'm just trying to go out there, do the best I can, put a lot of work in the summer. I think the older and the more games you experience you get in this league, the more comfortable you get. You learn what you got to do on a day-to-day basis, even the days you're not playing, to make sure you feel good for the next one. So I think it's just a learning process to go through as a young guy and just trying to figure it out. Still room to grow, but getting there.
Do you feel like as a group, as you've grown up with these players like Timmy, Brady, kind of learned to win together and play together? Do you feel like there's a bit of that maturing process happening right now this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think kind of like I said, everyone is getting older. More experienced in the league. Obviously, we added a few veteran guys over the summer. So anytime you can bring guys in, and as guys grow older in this league, it helps, and it's only going to get better, I think.
Fabian, what's the main team message going into tomorrow night's game?
Full 60. I think we didn't really play full 60 last night, and that's what our mindset is for tomorrow, and yeah.
Same mindset probably that you left with after the St. Louis game in St. Louis, right? And the number full 60 that was.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't end up how we wanted there, and new game tomorrow against that team again, and we gotta be ready.
What do you try to do to kind of complement Kachuk and Stützle on that line together?
I mean, trying to move my feet, be strong on the puck, hold on to it, and make some plays, and also take the puck to some dirty areas out there, and create something.
How much confidence do you guys get as a group? Just that it seems like you've been playing pretty well together as a line so far this season. Obviously with Kachuk just getting back.
I mean, you gain more confidence more you play with each other, and creating some stuff out there, and obviously, that's always helps when we score some goals too, and be around the net.
Coach, Coach, any update on Shane?
Not really. I don't expect him to play tomorrow, though.
What's your main message to the team going into tomorrow night's game?
Same message that we pretty well have all the time. Be honest about the game that you played. Learn from it, whether the good stuff, the bad stuff, the stuff you don't like, the stuff you like, and then you got to get ready to play the next game.
How much trust do you have in Levi Marilainen right now? Obviously, at the beginning of the year, he went down to Belleville, and then now he's played a few more games, kind of splitting the net with Allmark. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, I've seen. We do trust him. I think he's played well. He probably hasn't got the wins that he wants, but he's put some good games together.
How much do you think kind of the way he's playing helps Allmark as well, just give him a bit more rest because he was playing so much at the beginning of the year as well?
Yeah, I think that's a given. You can't have one goalie play all the time, and we've shown faith in Levy from the start, and he's coming along. He's still a young goalie, improving as well.
Goalie of choice tomorrow, Coach?
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Do you expect to have maybe Lars Eller back with Pinto out?
I don't know.
Any update on Artem Zub, what his timeline is to?
Hoping he plays tomorrow.
Travis, you talked yesterday, I think, about Shane Pinto playing important minutes.
Yeah.
How do you define important minutes?
Well, he usually plays. You can start off just with matchups. He usually plays against the other team's top line, so it doesn't get more important than that. Plays the power play, plays the penalty kill, plays when you're up a goal. Good chance he'll play when you're down a goal. He's a big part of our team.
How have you seen just Nick Jensen throughout the season kind of steadily improve?
I think he's finding his game, Jens is. I thought he was. He's coming off a major surgery and was back ahead of time. His game was probably a little bit rusty, and he's almost playing with I don't want to say a new part in his body, but he is getting adjusted to how he skates and his play with the puck. I think it's gotten better.
How mindful have you been just in utilizing him, just knowing what he's going through and what he's come from?
We have been. At the end of the day, you got to play. I think at the beginning of the year, we were trying to find his game back and give him some rope. And yet you're still mindful that, at the end of the day, you're out there to win. But I think his game has improved in the last probably, I don't want to put it, 5 to 7 games. I've liked his game. He's been better with the puck, stronger on his legs. So
I think, Travis, I may be wrong on the number, it might be 3 or 4, but I think you've only had 3 or 4 games this year where you've had your full complement of forwards. How much has that put your depth to a test?
yeah, it has. I think it's just something that we're getting used to, quite honestly. And but I think there's, it's that kind of season where you're playing a lot of games, and it's not every team that's going through it, but there are other teams that are going through injuries, and it's kind of been part of our season, and we just deal with it and move on.
Now, do you think you'd bring up another forward tomorrow? Or
A possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a guy like Halliday coming into the lineup, obviously with a couple injuries, what have you just seen from his game so far?
Yeah, he hasn't got to play a lot of minutes. Minutes are earned through trust. But he's shown some promise in his minutes. He's shown some good stuff. For me, he's just been a bit harder. When you're playing in that fourth line role, he's had a little more edge to his game. He's made some sneaky, nice plays offensively as well in the offensive zone, but he definitely hasn't hurt us defensively. And I think that's one of the things you look at from that role. You're talking about a player that's, mainly been an offensive player his whole life. And I think the message we've tried to give him, and Beller's done a good job of telling him that, it's not going to be about just creating offense when you go up and you play in that role. And yet you also, it's a bonus if you can get some offense from that role. So he's trying to find his way as far as what he needs to do to play more minutes and survive in the NHL, and hopefully that gravitates toward more minutes for him and understanding that position.
How receptive do you think he's been to that teaching and those messages you've been trying to impart on?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he understands it. But it's different. It's different for young players that haven't had to, call it a grinding role or whatever you want to call it. That's always a big change for a young player that's an offensive guy. But he's a big body. He protects the puck well. He's smart. So I think he's got a chance to grow into that.
Travis, Brady's been back now for a handful of games. How would you assess his return to this point? He seems to be taking shots, taking hits.
He's been excellent. Probably could have scored 3 or 4 goals last night.